I wish that I could just wish away my feelings, but I can't.
Sand hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand.
Hurts my feelings.
Haunted by big sand in my very soul. Sand. Are you suffering as much as I am?
Sand hurts my feelings.
Tormenting me. I'm in agony.
Sand hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand.
Hello, and welcome to The Sand Hurts My Feelings, a Star Wars podcast from a Swiftie point of view. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm your other host, Sarah. And today we're talking about Rey and our picks for her from Taylor Swift's longest album, The Tortured Poets Department.
But before we do that, it is very imperative that life sucks for us right now because guess what? We're in Minnesota and fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Sorry for that. We do have an expletive on the podcast for this episode because fuck ice. We've been having a hard time here in Minnesota, and it shouldn't be this hard because we all should be not living in a fascist state, but that's where we're at. So,
yeah, it's been really, really difficult to watch communities live in fear, to be torn apart. The atrocities that are taking place. And one of the reasons we love Minnesota is our diversity. We love our Somali neighbors. We love our Hmong neighbors. We love
Hispanic neighbors.
Our Hispanic neighbors. They're part of the beauty of our community. And to be attacked in this way and to be going towards martial law, to be going towards state-controlled system is really scary.
And our fear and our life sucking is by no means in comparison to those who are actually affected. We are affected in that we are experiencing it from an outside point of view. But I saw a really good meme out there that somebody was mentioned of the white people are now having the fear of, since Renee Good's passing, of like, oh, the state kills us. That's scary. And people of color have just gone, yeah, that's an everyday thing for us. So in our complaining and everything, we are complaining of the state of the world that we are in. Mm-hmm. We are by no means saying that we are the most affected or that we are doing our best to use our privilege as we're doing now, talking about it. We do know that a lot of you might be coming here for disassociation and kind of distraction. So we will dive into that in a minute, but we just wanted to let everybody know where we stand. And there is no, if we lost you, goodbye. We don't want you because of this. So
no. Yeah. In the spirit of Star Wars, we fight against the Empire. And that's what we stand for.
The United States is and always has been the Empire.
Yeah.
Never changed. All right. Now back into our wonderful Taylor Swift and Rey.
Yes, it's important to find moments of joy where they do occur. And that is definitely Taylor Swift and Rey.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite song off of the Tortured Poets Department?
My favorite song off of Tortured Poets Department, to not many surprise, probably is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
That is mine as well.
There we go. We match.
Hey!
I just think it's a really cool song, and I just enjoy the witch aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of you've been afraid of me, and everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't be afraid of me. I'm like, no, you should be. I'm coming for you now. You've angered me enough. That's how I take it. Of like, it's that kind of the Salem witch trial kind of situation. Of you've pushed me so far that I'm coming for you now.
Right. I've played the nice girl for long enough. I need to let out too. I don't necessarily think it's like the caricature of it, but to address what people claim of her, I'll sue you if you step on my lawn, and all of those pieces, and addressing those who vilify her. And it's like, yeah, I am powerful. I am scary. I can come for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I'm going to own it in my way. I really also like when she chooses to yell or scream her lyrics versus sing them,
Yep.
and that juxtaposition.
I mean, this is where everyone starts to say this becomes Female Rage, the musical, in the Eras Tour, which absolutely it is, because it is Female Rage. Like, it's a great epitome of, like, yeah, where men are, the patriarchy is afraid of women, and they should be, because women should be equal. Yeah, women should be equal to men no matter what.
Yeah.
And we are terrified that of them getting the same power.
Yes. So I find this a very empowering song. It's a good balance for me of like between getting your rage out, getting your frustrations out, but then also being empowered of like, I can do things. Like, I am powerful by myself. And I really, really like the fact that she included this in her TTPD set. I'm sure, I mean, there's a lot of great songs on the Tortured Poets department. You can't do all 31 songs in the set, and so trying to figure out which ones you do. I really like how they choreographed this song and brought it to life on the stage as well.
Oh, see, there's no way that she doesn't include this one in my brain. Like, there's no other song that could fill it. She picked all of the songs that I think could have been done well on stage.
No, yeah, now that you say that, because there's a lot of beautiful songs, but they're more they're more aligned with like an acoustic set. They're the slower songs, and that's not necessarily what the energy you want to bring. And also thinking from Taylor's perspective, what do I want to perform every night? And there's going to be some of those songs where I can imagine they're so emotionally raw, you don't want to perform them like that all the time.
Sure.
But hey, we matched on our favorite TTPD song.
There you go.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
It does not warrant trivia and the excitement like when we matched for our pick for Ray.
No.
And I highly doubt we're going to pick the same on this
I know
track.
we're not. You've already picked my song.
Oh.
I think. I could be wrong. But
well, then why don't you share your pick first and see if it's one I did for Padme or Leia.
Mine for Ray is I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can.
I have not picked that one yet.
You didn't pick that one? Oh, I thought you did that one for Padme.
No, I did not. I did But Daddy, I Love Him for Padme.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
But I Can Fix Him.
That's not yours?
No, that is not my pick.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
then
so we did not match.
We did not match.
Did not think we would.
Nope. So I did I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can. And this is Rey trying to fix Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi up until he turns her down. And then he turns her down and she turns him down. So to start it off, the smoke billows out of his mouth like a freight train through a small town. So Kylo has left a trail of smoke and bodies behind him throughout the sequel trilogy. He killed Lor Santeca, an entire village, his father, and helped destroy the Hosnian system, just to name a few of the terrible things that he has done, and she still wants to pull him back to the light. Going into the song again, they shake their heads, saying, God help her when I tell him he's my man, but your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. No, really, I can. And only I can. So Luke and many others saw the darkness in Kylo Ren and have seen it in him since becoming Kylo, because of all of the destruction and death that he has brought forth. Luke even told her that it was not going to go the way that she thought when she goes to confront him, and she would not be able to save him. She counters that his choice hasn't been made, and if she goes to him, he will turn back to the light. So only she can fix him. Only she can save him. Back into our song, the dopamine races through his brain on a 6-lane Texas highway. His hand, so calloused from his pistol, softly traces hearts on my face. And I could see it from a mile away, a perfect case for my certain skill set. He had a halo of the highest grade, he just hadn't met me yet. So Rey sees the reason that Ben turned to the dark side. He had been mistreated by his elders, and he is just looking for acceptance and love. She believes that she can give that to him because she too is looking for love and acceptance. She believes she can show him the feelings that she wants and she is specifically made for this task as they are a dyad. Then she says, I can fix him. No, really, I can. No, really, I can. Whoa, maybe I can't. Is where she finishes the song. And so Rey believes she can fix him all the way up to the point where he explicitly turns away from the light. She fights alongside him against the Praetorian guards and against Snoke. She even tries to convince him not to keep going down the dark side as he walks further and further away from her. It is only when he uses her insecurities against her that she even considers that he might not be able to fix him.
I really like that pick. I like the moments that you selected and how it builds up to that moment, and kind of like the car stopping or the car braking of, oh, maybe I can't do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Great pick.
Okay.
My pick for the Tortured Poets department, I think, is one you picked for Leia. Did you pick Clara Bow?
No.
For Leia? Okay.
I have not picked the Clara Bow. I have not picked for anybody.
Okay. I think we talked about Clara Bow when we talked about Leia.
Nope.
No? Okay. Then that was a great fever dream I had.
I mean, we both had the fever dream because we both thought we had picked the other persons already.
All right,
so that's why we're like, we're not gonna match, but
we're tripping on the fever dream of TTPD. But anyway, I'll dive in. My pick for Rey is Clara Bow. It's a little bit meta because, like, Rey is another brunette woman in Star Wars. There seems to be a lot of brunette women in Star Wars. And there's so many expectations on Rey because she is the female protagonist of this trilogy. But this song applies to Rey within the Star Wars universe too. Once Rey is discovered to have her Force powers, there are many expectations placed on her. You get the sense of these expectations and who she is from the way that Han and Leia look at her within The Force Awakens. They recognize her and they try to place her, and how Kylo Ren instantly grabs onto what girl when he hears the droid was helped in his escape by a girl.
Yep.
So going into the lyrics, you look like Clara Bow. In this light remarkable. All your life did you know you'd be picked like a rose. Rey is seemingly picked from thin air to have these grand Force powers and to lead the next generation of Jedi. We're led off and on throughout the whole trilogy that she's a nobody. And so, picked like a rose out of the whole galaxy of people. I'm not trying to exaggerate, but I think I might die if it happened. No one in my small town thought I'd see the lights of Manhattan. Rey wants to belong to something, to be part of something that's bigger than herself, to belong anywhere so badly, but she has no prospects while she's on Jakku. She dreams of leaving that place, but no one else thinks she can. Unkar Plutt, kind of makes those comments of, you're here and you're going to be here forever. Back into the song, into the chorus, breath of fresh air through smoke rings, take the glory, give everything, promise to be dazzling. Rey is given the mantle of the new Jedi generation, but she has to give all of herself for that, to save everyone, to, quote, dazzle the galaxy and to become a legend, to become that next Jedi. In the next verse, you look like Stevie Nicks in 75, the hair and lips. Half moonshine, a full eclipse. 1975 is really close to 1977, and when we see Carrie Fisher debut as Princess Leia, that's kind of a fun little meta piece, not quite exactly lining up. But within the Star Wars universe, Rey's past is hinted at, hidden, revealed, and then changed throughout the course of the sequel trilogy. Her place in the story keeps shifting like the phases of the moon. So going back to half moonshine, a full eclipse. The crown is stained, but you're the real queen, flesh and blood amongst war machines. The Jedi name has been tarnished over the years, but Rey is now, quote, the real thing, a human being, a Force user amid the First Order war machines. Into the lyrics again. You're the new God we're worshiping, promise to be dazzling. Rey is the new Jedi, the new Force user in the sequel trilogy, and both within the Star Wars universe and in our own universe, we favor Force users typically in the Star Wars than we do our non-Force users. In the bridge, it's hell on earth to be heavenly. Them's the breaks, they don't come gently. Being a Jedi is not for the faint of heart. You have to take a lot of heat, and yield a power and make the decision whether to act or not to act with that power. That's one of the great lessons that Luke tries to impart to Rey of, all actions have consequences, and what do you do with that? And then the last lyric I have is, you look like Taylor Swift in this light. We're loving it. You've got edge she never did. The future's bright, dazzling. Rey is edgy. She is not soft. And her future is bright. As we get the last scenes of The Rise of Skywalker, she is forging her own path, and her future is bright. And she feels confident in who she is at that point, and she is a Skywalker.
Good. I like a lot of that analysis. I think the beginning Clara Bow one is maybe a little light with the she's a brunette and that stuff, but
that is fair.
That's the only one that I would have any slight disagreement on, of just how strong the argument is. Again, not disagreeing with it, just how strong the argument is. But no, very well thought through. And no, the moment you said you picked Clara Bow, I'm like, oh, actually, she would work, wouldn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That song would work. And so, yeah. So,
yeah,
I'm not second guessing. I'm kind of second guessing mine, but I'm like, no, I like mine as it is. But I'm like, oh, that would also have been a good one. So, but there's so many songs on TTPD that we're never gonna. There's not enough Star Wars characters, women, unfortunately. We wish there was, to do a song for each one, but
yeah. Well, and I really like that we came at it from two pretty different perspectives on who Rey is.
Yeah, yours went generational, and the image that she has towards young women and women in general for liking Star Wars, and I came at more the relationship side, which I have struggled in the past.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's exciting.
All right. Quick couple of announcements. We will be participating in Star Wars Podcast Day 2026 this year, so we will not have our regular scheduled program release on the first Tuesday. It will be releasing on the Saturday of February 7th. So we will be coming back with Showgirl, our first Showgirl out review with Rey, but that will be for Star Wars Podcast Day 2026. So there'll be a bunch of different podcasts are taking part.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling the Force is taking part. My podcast, Who Shot First, is re-debuting.
That's so exciting.
That day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of different podcasts. Come check us out. If you want, you can find us on Instagram, Threads, and Facebook at the Sandhurst by Feelings podcast. You can also find us on Blue Sky at Sandy Feelings. And you can send us a good old-fashioned email what do you guys think? Did you like our picks? Do you think there was better picks for Rey? Any ideas on who we should do next for our season? Because we're now closing in on last episode of the season is our next episode.
Yeah.
But then we do have 2 bonus episodes that we will pop in for Leia and Padme for Showgirl to finish that up. So we have about about a month or so. So make sure you respond to the poll here on Spotify, or respond on any of our socials. Let us know which ones do you think. Comment on the episode, send us a DM, send us an email. What do you think? Who should we do? Ahsoka Tano or Asajj Ventress? We've narrowed it down to 2, but let us know.
Getting into the Clone Wars.
Getting into the Clone Wars. There's going to be a lot of Clone Wars commentary coming out of those 2. I have, and that's I have to do a lot of. That's why I need y'all to pick, because I have my songs picked, but I don't have my defenses for them. So that's where I'm like, I need to know who I need to focus on.
Oh, to kind of explain your lyrics and your picks.
The picks and everything.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, and always you can check out our backlogs. We've done 2 full seasons on Leia and Padme. Anywhere you get podcasts, we're on YouTube now. So that's what they do. There's no longer a Google Podcast. It's just YouTube, I think, is the new place that they go. We're on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, lots of different places. So
share the love.
Share the love. Be safe out there. Fight fascism. And fuck ICE. So may the Force be with you.
Forever and always.
May the Force be with you.
Forever and always.
Yeah.